Hello and welcome, everyone. This is Katrine with AI Grimm Society and also Blended Precisely. And today we are going to go through AI Grimm Society for everybody that needs a refresher, but also for everyone that is new here in our AI Grimm Society itself. So if you want to see what's going on and what we are doing here right now at AI Grimm, you have a chance to walk through with me. So let me just start sharing my screen. And it's going to be right here. So I'm going to take you today through the community space itself. And then I'm also going to take you into our AI Grimm tool and a couple of things that will change by Monday. So you can decide if you still want to use, especially when you're new, if you want to use the not even old system, but the newest system, or if you want to use the system we are now integrating actually directly into AI Grimm, which will be much more helpful, I think, for everyone. So let's just get started with AI Grimm and the layout. And if you're new to school and also to the classroom calendar, members, map, leaderboards, and the about page, and also the possibilities on how to enter our partner program and maybe make some cash on the side. So let's get started. The very first thing you will see when you come in is obviously the AI Grimm community space. Here I have everything categorized into general discussions, members talk to members, Grimm updates, questions and feedback, and use cases. And so the general discussion is just anything that I post or a member posts in general. What was really important to me this time is that members have a space to talk to members as well, especially when it's about, hey, where are you? Are you stuck? I need some help. Any of these type of questions can be actually answered by members, especially if they have been already in our community for a little bit longer. So it's super helpful to have this space and go to members, talk to members, post your question, and then you will get answers as well from members. Then Grimm updates is obviously anything that is new or the latest with Grimm. It was important for us to have you always see what's going on in our tool, what kind of changes we do, what kind of additions we have, what kind of new things you might want to try out in terms of prompts or the assistant itself, how to upload files, if anything changes to file upload in here, and upload limits and so on. So anything that changes will be under Grimm updates. Then questions and feedback is always super helpful. If anybody has a question directly related to either Grimm or the business side, they can come here and ask their questions. And then use cases, I'm trying to put more and more out to actually have actual use cases. So for example, Katrine writes an email, what is my process? Or when I prepare workshops, what is my process? Or maybe even something much smaller than this, how do I do research about a certain topic I want to teach? So these use cases will come up, but also for members, if they find a workflow that works really well for them and they want to share this, they are more than welcome to put this under use cases as well, because I think it is super helpful when somebody is new to AI or new to a community to just tap into these different subject categories and find answers already right in here without getting lost. Then the next part is actually the classroom itself. So the classroom is extremely comprehensive and there's a lot at first to take in. But it is also separated by modules like the first steps, the magical tools, the magic of value creation, the raw truth, and so on. So it goes all the way down. These two are not live right now, but they will be coming live. And then obviously the Start Here section is one of the most important sections. And the Start Here section itself, I would really encourage everyone to go through and check off every item to not leave any stone unturned. And the Start Here section is really here to learn about not only AI, but also how this whole community and the setup works. Because this whole area, the entire classroom area, is actually a bonus section of AI Grimm itself. AI Grimm as a tool itself is an alone standing tool and can be used on a daily basis. The classroom section is really here to get you out of your comfort zone and create a community, a membership, a course, a digital product, a workshop, a webinar, anything like this. It guides you through these different modules to create value for your customer, to create really amazing offer packages, so that you don't just have one major offer, but you also have an upsell and a downsell and maybe a good lead magnet with it, and creating value for your community if you decide to open up a community. So it also gives you down here the anatomy of a course module, and assets you should have, and all the prompt ideas when you get stuck. All of these prompts will help you greatly to move forward. But the most important part lies really in the first three modules on who you are in relation to your customer or potential customer, and also how you want to take your customer through every single step of the way in your community. And that is what this course is all about. But obviously, we talk about in general about AI and the advancements, which are extremely fast and rapidly increasing every single day. Anything in this market is right now advancing, I would say probably way, way faster than we have ever experienced with when we first met our iPhones or computers or in the internet or anything like this. I think this goes, yeah, it's crazy to actually keep up. So we will be discussing this always in our community as well, the next upgrades and everything else. Then you have the option to get personalized video feedback, and that is happening at level 4. And why is it happening at level 4 is really, you do need to have a little bit of a grasp already and have been contributing to the community to know which way you want to go, and also to get to know the AI tools. The video feedback is not here to ask, where do I find a prompt around? This one is much more, I've created, for example, a course outline. I'm a little bit stuck over here. What can I do? So these ones are really here from level 4 on. That means you most likely have completed module 1 or 2 already, and you know your way around for getting personalized video feedback. That means I get a video from you with the problems you have, and then I will try to find a solution or suggestion, or if you need feedback for something, then I will give that through video feedback back. So it's more or less like a little mini session where you show something implemented already or thinking about, and I can give the feedback towards what you have on the screen. Canva templates and graphics, there are quite a few to choose from already, and I'm adding as the requests come out. I need this or that, so you can use those Canva templates and make them yours. And then additional, I'm talking about the tools in a digital business. Anything that I'm using as a tool set here is in. And also, let me see here, the course and memberships. And then also, yeah, the course, the prompts I use, but then also all of the different tools I use in my business. And I will be, all the tools worthwhile using in your business, because I use so many tools in my business to alone just for Blend Precisely, but then also for this community now, and for everything else that is not necessarily necessary for you to know, but definitely everything around a traditional online business is mentioned in here. Okay, and then the last thing is that we do have a partner program where you can earn 40% commission, and you can basically come here, and when you go to the About page, you will not see this Over here, you will see invite someone. So you can just click your link and you can come in as and invite someone else and get 40% reoccurring commission for monthly as well as yearly. So the program right now is $49 a month and $490 a year, and then you would get 40% of that reoccurring, and not just for the first year or the first months. That is in your pocket for ever, as long as basically you're part of the community and as long as the person you sign up with is part of the community. Then we have our calendar, and this one will fill up again because we just went through an implementation session with a lot of deep dive implementation calls, and those ones will come back as well. Then we have our members, then we have our map where everybody is. Then we have our leaderboards, and that is just to check in always who's currently being the first, second, and third on the 7-day, 30-day, all time, but actually 10th place all the way up here. So this is always a cute competition. It's not needed for anyone, but if you want to move up the levels quickly, the best thing to do in a community is to contribute and to be present, not only for yourself, but also giving back to the community. It's been, in my experience, especially in the last week, one of the most beautiful things we can actually have as entrepreneurs. Not sitting alone at home and feeling pity for ourselves or upset or frustrated or happy, sharing your wins and sharing your losses and asking for questions. That's where this community really comes in, and super easy to use. You just post your question and everybody else can chime in and actually help you right away and then and there. So that's always super helpful. Then you have your chats. You can chat with each other, or you can also send me a quick question or something. And then you can go ahead and go off into La La Land with everybody else in terms of chats back and forth. Your notifications come up here. The nice thing about the notifications is they do come up, but you can also sort them by the group. When you go in just this group, for example, you can just see the notification for just this group. And then you can always go around and make sure that you look at everything. You can see here mentioned you in reply and liked your comment. So you can go through these ones and see immediately where you probably owe an answer or you want to say something else. And then you can go in and do this for any community really on school you're part of. And then the about section is clearly everything just like a landing page type of thing for school. It's very short, but it gives you a few bits of details about this community. Just going back quickly to the classroom, the Join Our Partner program, I also have, if you want to learn more about school, I actually have quite a bit of information here on how to say things and do things on school. So you might be interested in filling that one out as well, because your payout is immediately going to your account. I think after 2 weeks it starts. But it teaches you a little bit about school as well as how to earn the money, because I've got 10 email swipe files here and social media posts you can use and make it relatable. 30 ideas on how to make it relatable. This is how you normally can sell the best if you're deciding to become a partner. Is how did you use the program and how did it help you? And telling your story rather than making something up or maybe not knowing at all what to say. So in the community also, when somebody is live, or in this case, you can see here, the next calls always show up right here on top. And then you can actually click in, go to the calendar and jump in. If you don't know, you can come back to the calendar and you can always check the times and dates available. What I do want to mention is that Roxandra is part of our community. And at one point when we came up with the members talk to members, I thought it would be really nice to have a member actually leading those calls as well. So Roxandra has been in our communities in general, or with me on her path or the other way around for quite a while. And she said, I'll do it. And it was new to her and not anymore, but I'm endlessly grateful for her jumping in and doing this in the classroom. So every Monday at 4 p.m. right now, and those times might change, Roxandra shows up on the Go Brunch environment, which is a really cute meeting environment, and you can join her there. I am not part of this, and that's specifically for members to talk about anything that's going on either in their businesses and or in relation to the AI Grimm community. If they have questions, Roxandra is always super well versed and always somebody who knows quite a bit. And if not, she actually comes with a question back and then we figure it out and then she is available to answer them as well. So super sweet. Very proud of having her in our community. And then let's just hop over. Oh, quickly, this is important. Here you find the quick links to everything you pretty much have access to. So the personal AI assistant, that's obviously the main Grimm assistant that is yours over here to work with. But there's also right now the prompt studio, which is this one over here. So this prompt studio will be coming into the AI Grimm assistant. So what has been happening in the past, and that's why for everybody that hasn't started the course right now, maybe you want to wait until Monday, because right now I'm transferring all of these prompts into our AI Grimm environment. So you can work directly in the Grimm environment with your documents and you can pull your information directly. So what that means is previously we had documents, Google documents, and you had to copy and paste the results out and bring them to your files. Now what you can do is go directly to the Grimm Studio, do all of your magic in this contained field of expertise, basically the AI Grimm assistant itself. So you don't need these two tools anymore. So this prompt studio link will most likely go away somewhere next week and will be replaced directly with the prompt tools over here for the studio. Now that you have access as a member of the AI Grimm Society, you have access to all of these prompts coming in, and there will be over 124 prompts at the end. But right now, I'm focusing heavily on getting over 52 prompts that are directly related to our course materials, and they will all come back into the business prompt environment. So you can actually use the AI Grimm Course Studio, I called it here. You can use it within AI Grimm. And as you know, we do have these retrieve buttons. And those ones will be super handy because once you have all of your information in your files, all you need to do is every time just retrieve the information from your file. So this one will be super, super handy. And then you can take it step by step through this course. And if you have questions, you can ask questions. I think module 4 is one of the longest modules, but it's really helping you to find the irresistible offer you can sell, testing your offer, how to get the testimonials, how to create scarcity and urgency, sorry, and delivering like a beast. Basically, how do you launch and prompt like a beast out there and say, here I am, this is me, and I've got something good to say. Scaling your community and so on. And then this is only module 4. So this is our longest module for sure. Everything else around it is manageable. And over time, you can also jump in and out of these classrooms. The nurturing your kingdom is basically nurturing everything around your community. Now, quickly, why everything relates to the Grimm Tales. And that is the last thing I wanted to mention. I think I didn't forget anything else. But the Grimm Tales are obviously close to my heart, and it's something I grew up with. But when I actually read them to both of my children over and over again, the idea popped up, and I was thinking, it's like, gosh, they are so close to life and creating a business. Everything has a hurdle, everything has some difficulties. Nothing is easy in creating a business. Either you're in a full-time job stuck and you have to do it on the side, or you're having, I don't know how many children and parents and whatever to take care of. There's never an easy way with creating a business, but it is really not like a fairy tale that necessarily is asking um, for like magic or anything else. It is much more about how the person, you as the business owner, is dealing with all of the obstacles that come your way, and how to figure out the best ways and the best possibilities for your business. So that's why there's always a little analogy with every single business to the Grimm tales. And you will find that I try to incorporate the stories that fit best actually the current module. So the Grimm tales are not the magical part necessarily. The magical part, that is you, but they give you an idea of how to deal with it. So that's why it's also called the AI Grimm Society. I should have mentioned that in the beginning, because this whole thing was born out of where can I give tools for all of my sweet, lovely people that have been with me for many, many years now, and make it easier and more helpful, and that you can actually see the end or the light at the end of the tunnel, and not just get a lesson and then here it is, and then you're alone with it. I think with these AI tools now, we have the possibility of brainstorming, to continue to brainstorm the lesson back and forth. And that's why I think it is super helpful to actually work with them step by step, not get frustrated, but always look at who you are in relation to what you want to create and how you can overcome the next obstacle. Because again, nothing is easy in business, and I'm not making it out as easy. I sometimes do say, oh, this should take you 10 minutes, but it's only because I've done it for 100 million times. And it will not necessarily take you 10 minutes, and it might still take you a month or 2 months to fulfill one module, but it doesn't matter. It's not going to take you years. And with this community and the meetings we will have again, it might actually be also a fun trip. So that is what the AI Grimm Society is. It brings together a whole bunch of people that are willing to take the risk of creating a business, and also with the understanding that it isn't easy, but also with the understanding that they can help many more people once they have established the business. So that's basically it. I'm going to, there was one more thing I thought of for a moment, but I think I forgot it again. But yeah, so we will have the videos are all on our YouTube channel as well. And with the prompt tools, we will always create little small challenges in between. So if there are any questions, do let me know. I'm here, and I will answer them. I can answer them in the chat, but I also will be able to answer them afterwards in our community too. And I'm going to put this video out in our community. So that's pretty much it. I saw your message here, April. I cannot wait to sign up. I love using it for a week, and I'm so excited about what I was able to accomplish. Thank you so much. And that is exactly, April, your example is, yes, you still have to do the work, but you're not fully alone anymore, because you have now two opportunities. One is to chat back with your AI assistant, but also the other one, the community can help you out with the learnings and experiences. So yes, totally. Can't wait to have you, April. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Also, thank you so much for checking in case you needed a refresher. And other than this, I will see you for many, many more meetings to come. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everyone. Ciao.